And today I'm going to talk about 3 herbs that I have, because I don't want to keep you guys too long. But I'm going to also tell you about, I'm going to open the book and I'm going to read a little bit out of it and tell you about what's inside, what benefits these herbs hold. So the first one I want to talk about is bladderwrack. And this is bladderwrack right here. This is bladderwrack right here. And this is, it's called, this is the Latin name. And I'm going to open up my book and I'm going to read a little bit about it. So what I know off the top of my head is that bladderwrack is good for overactive thyroid. It's a high source of iodine. And it's good for underactive thyroid and oversized thyroid. So if you got a thyroid that's growing and it's starting to become a lump, this is good for that. And then also, if you find 2 or 3 more of the herbs that work with it, it makes it a little bit more powerful. This herb is also rich in calcium and magnesium. And it's also good for iodine deficiency. So when you go to the doctor and they say, hey, you don't have enough iron in your blood, or you don't have, this is good for that. This is good for your blood. And it also have antioxidant benefits. And then it also helps lower the risk of estrogen-dependent diseases. Weight loss, it's support with weight loss. And it's also good for your skin, to improve the elasticity of your skin and reduce the thickness of your skin. So this herb is good for all of those things. And this is called bladderwrack. It's kind of like a sea kelp. This is what it looked like. I don't have the best light in here, but this is what it looks like. And this is bladderwrack. So the next herb we're going to talk about here is damiana leaf. So what I know off the top of my head about this leaf is that it's good for impotency. So anybody who's going through erectile dysfunction, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us know what that is, when a man's bottom part doesn't stand up anymore, erectile dysfunction. So like women, ladies, you can give this to your husband. You can cook it in his food. You can make a capsule out of it. You don't really want to do a tea because the teas are not good. They're nasty. And this herb is very it's very strong. And that's the Latin name right there. And I've been having this, like I tell you, I have all of them. I have every herb in this book. And I'm going to read a little bit about this out the book. This is this herb is an aphrodisiac. So it's good, like I said, for impotency in the sexual organs, to strengthen the sexual organs, to boost sexual drive and potency. And it's also good to help control estrogen related diseases in women, like breast cancers and fibroids. And women can also use this herb to reduce hot flashes associated with menopause. It also helps estrogen and support testosterone levels in men. And it balances estrogen levels in women. And it increases oxygen delivery to the genitals, resulting in increasing libido. So meaning how a man how long he can go. That's what his libido is. And then it's also used for depression and nervousness, and to release anxiety associated with sexual dysfunction. Damiana stimulates intestinal tract and is used to treat constipation. So this is just not for your sexual organs. It's also good for like your intestines, your stomach, things like that. And like I say, when you use this stuff, you can mix it with other herbs. In my bag, I got a big bag of it. I think this this is a 1 pound. This is a 1 pound bag. And as you can see, I do a lot of mixing with this one. I don't use half the bag, but it's still a lot in there because a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use much. And I have my last herb I'm going to talk about is valerian root. So this is valerian root. And one thing I can tell you off the top of my head about valerian root, it stinks. It has a strong smell to it. It is not something that like, man, this thing stinks. Like as soon as you open the bag, the whiff just comes straight out the bag. And I'm going to read a little bit out the book about valerian root, which this is a sedative. It's an anticonvulsant, anti-anxiety, and an antidepressant. It relieves anxiety, nervousness, exhaustion, headaches, and hysteria. Valerian is used to relax, and strengthen the uterus. So this is good for your, I would say if we talking about anxiety and your nerve, this is good for your nervous system. Because that's where anxiety come from. That's where headaches come from, exhaustion. All these things start in your nervous system. And I'm also going to do a separate video on how to know what parts of the body each herb is good for. Like kidneys, liver, things like that. But like I said, this is just 3 herbs today that I wanted to talk about a little bit just to get another video out because I want to continue with my chain of videos. And like I said, I would like to start a healing village, and that's what I'm working on. But these are 3 other herbs, and the book that I have again is called Alkaline Herbal Medicine. That's the author right there. Shout out to her. Or him. I don't know how to really pronounce that name. But if you want to buy this book, go right ahead. Be my guest. It has a lot of good information in here about herbal healing, self-healing, and like herbs you can use and ways to use them. So again, this is Big L, and I'm out.